It's Captain Rex here with another video. So today we have Rico's Brigade reaction, second episode, and episode 19 or 18 we are at. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look. We are at, of course it cuts out at 18 with Pixelated Apollo. So that should be fun. Let's get right into it. Disclaimer, I have seen this already, so don't be like surprised. I'm like that. Oh my god, but I will review each section of it, and it was really good. So let's get into it. Oh, escape pod.
Captain Rex stood outside of the escape pod that had shuttled him down to a planet's surface just a while before. His locator told him it was Kuat. That meant Imperial territory. He would have to be careful. He started by building a small fire to keep himself warm. He worried that it could be a while before he was found. But the stars above him were rather comforting. He knew that somewhere above him, his clone brothers were up there searching for him. Back in Rico's office on Naboo,
So Rex thing, they obviously are looking, and based off of Delta Squad, hopefully they're gonna do that. But here's the suggestion, Daily, if you're watching this, I'm not sure if you are. If you're gonna have these little officer people like the blue guy, just name them like one of the people that you have on your list. Like, I don't know. What's a good clone name? Spec. Why don't you name him Spec? Just that way, if you ever want a fallback character like that can die in a battle, then you got yourself one, or something like that. So that way you don't have to like send your main characters to their death. Just a suggestion. Okay, let's listen.
Rico spoke with a 501st Legion sergeant about their current situation after the recent battle. So, after the battle ended and Captain 55 was brought on board the LAAT gunship, we managed to make it back to the base. The capital ship was long lost, and 55 is still unconscious from his head wound. Worst of all, Captain Rex is still missing in action as well. His comlink says he's somewhere on the planet of Kuat, but his exact coordinates are not appearing. Thank you for the briefing, Sergeant. I'm honestly surprised any of you made it out of there alive. Quick thinking from Rex and 55 clearly saved the day from complete ruin. It's a good thing that the core of the 501st Legion wasn't lost in the battle, or else it would set us back tremendously. Now please go and find Commander Racket and bring him to me. I have some things I must discuss. Right away, sir. Rico waited, staring outside the window of his office. He felt like something had shifted in the space around him. The tiny part of him that he had sometimes dreamed could almost feel the force had changed, and it terrified him. Sir? Racket was standing behind him. Ah, yes, Racket. Sorry, I was just spacing out there for a moment. What else is new, Rico? You've been pondering things mysteriously at that window for years now. Ah, yeah. Well, it helps. Now, have you been given the latest status report? Yes, I was briefed earlier. Do we have an active plan, though? Well, it turns out I've actually got an old acquaintance who lives on Kuwait. He's a bit of a scoundrel, but if anyone knows about an escape pod crash landing there, it would be him. Now, I have another assignment for you, though. The whole war cannot stop just because Rex is missing, no matter how much I'd like it to. I need you to establish a network of spies in the Empire. I know we've dabbled a bit in spying earlier, but I think information is key. Knowledge wins wars. Very well, sir. But do you mind if I use Flashpoint to help me out? Ah, sure. He needs to get back into the field anyway. He's been driving me mad on the ship. He hasn't done anything since his victory on Naboo. Later that day, Rico went to a meeting point in a small village where he was to find his informant. The man was a smuggler by the name of Apollo. He hadn't shown for some time, but then a man in Mandalorian armor walked up to Rico. Apollo? Is that you in that ridiculous getup?
Rico! It's been a while. When's the last time we met up?
Well, at least since you stole from the Republic's armory in the Ryloth campaign. I didn't remember you having such a fondness for Mandalorians, though.
Ah, yes. Well, as you know, I made some money double-dealing to multiple Mandalorian tribes, and once they figured that out, I was on the most wanted list for both sides. So the next poor fellow who approached me for prize money wasn't quite quick enough on the draw. After that, I grabbed his armor, and suddenly Mandalorians stopped suspecting me.
Yeah, funny how that works, Rico said, amused by this old renegade's stories. But a bit back down to business here. I need you to find out about a crash-landed escape pod of ours on Kuat. A person of great importance was upon it.
Ah, yes, the canteen was buzzing the other day about the battle around the planet. Space debris had been falling all day. I can look into it and get back to you in about a day or so.
Thanks, Apollo. You will be rewarded if you can get this man
Oops,
back to
ignore
us.
that.
Well, in one piece, that is. Apollo went back to his fighter and stood there for a minute contemplating his options. He had, in fact, already found this escape pod Rico was talking about. The other day, he had been going from crash site to crash site looking for valuable parts in the wreckage when he chanced upon a clone sitting before a fire.
Okay, so he already ran into Rex. So, crap, that's not good. Yeah.
He watched from afar. It was clearly Captain Rex.
Oh,
He dared not
approach. Daily, fix this. In the corner, in the bottom right corner. Still has the old logo.
approach him. The man was notoriously a dangerous warrior, after all. Apollo boarded his ship and plugged in the coordinates of his next destination in the navicomputer. Back in Rico's Brigade territory, Flashpoint met with Racket. Flashpoint, I want you to help me train a new intelligence wing in Rico's Brigade. I think your history in the 91st Reconnaissance Legion will come in handy with this. Yes, sir. I would love to help. It's been a long time since I've utilized...
Okay, Flashpoint needs an armor upgrade and Neo, whatever his name is. Just, make it happen. That would be great.
my skill set. Very good. I will get some recruits together and we can go to work promptly.
Oh. Oh my god.
You were born a god. 56.
Light years away, Apollo stood before Commander
Okay, get
Cody.
his armor out of the
Commander
wash.
Cody, it's a pleasure to meet again. I think I have
Wait.
some information that...
They're in the same base as Rico. It's the same. I know. I remember this map. They're in the same base. Rico's in the front and in the hangar, and they're in the back. Okay, that's funny.
could be of some service to you.
What is it that you want, smuggler?
Alright, no need to use that term so negatively, Commander. It's just a job after all.
Can we just get on with this? I've got places to be.
Right. Well, I happen to know
Yeah,
the
me too,
location of
Cody.
a
I wanna get
stranded
that crispy
Rico's
Kreme
brigade
in
leader.
there.
I believe you know him as Captain Rex.
I'm interested.
Okay.
Keep...
Here's an amazing theory. I kind of help. I didn't help. I'm thinking of a new series idea for me. It's gonna be called Rico Brigade Alternates, and it's gonna be like I'm gonna have I don't know. I'm gonna have something. I might have Legos, or I might have gameplay in the background of a game while I read off a script I wrote for Rico's Brigade. And it's for episode 19 after this. I wrote it yesterday while I was on a car ride from my ski trip, which I know 2nd Airborne was on. And it was also on a ski trip. And yeah, let's get back to this.
Going.
Well, for the right price, I can deliver you straight to him. On top of that, for just a little extra, I can lure Rico himself your way.
Well, I've never liked your style, Apollo, but you certainly show results. We will pay whatever is necessary. Just make it happen. Apollo returned to his fighter, where he called on Rico's holocron.
Rico, I've sent you your lost escape pod's coordinates on Kawat. Wire me the money now. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Apollo. I owe you for this one. Next time you're around Naboo, I'll treat you to a drink.
Apollo.
Rico's
I think
holocron
it's
disappeared,
subscribed to him.
leaving Apollo standing there. He felt guilty, which was odd for him. Maybe his old age was getting to him.
His old
Ah,
age.
blast it.
He
doesn't
said to
sound very
himself.
old. He sounds like
Apollo
he's
got
50.
into his ship and programmed his personal army of assassin droids to move towards the site of the ambush. He then tried contacting Rico again, but it was too late. The holocron channel had been shut down and was no longer responsive. He couldn't get word to him. He used an old smuggler's coding system to send a typed message to Rico's capital ship. He just hoped that it would reach Rico in time. With that, he could go back to his bars and relax. His conscience was clear once more. On the planet of Kuwait, Rico had landed in the designated position and was disembarking his troopers. He made sure that they were prepared. They were in enemy territory after all. But he had brought a light number of soldiers. The plan was to slip in and out
yeah,
before the
that's so
Empire
light.
could respond at all.
For one
Suddenly, a
captain.
space battle broke out in the orbit above them. Rico's ships were under full attack
Led
from
by
an enemy fleet.
separatists and the
A clone
Millennium
sergeant
troops.
approached Rico. Sir, it seems respond at all.
Consistency.
Suddenly, a space battle.
No, the droid army was still kicking. We have the Malevolence that blew up. We have 5 or 6 Providences. I play Empire at War, and that's like a death sentence. Like, Providences are really good, and the Malevolence is just like the icing on the cake. So, you screwed yourself.
Broke out in the orbit above them. Rico's ships were under full attack from an enemy fleet. A clone sergeant approached Rico. Sir, it seems like our ships have been encircled and attacked. They were attempting retreat now.
See, name this guy. Name him like Rack. I don't know. Name him something.
Additionally, a coded message has come in. Well, what's it say? Rico demanded, exasperated. Empire gotten to Rex, ambush ahead, assassin droids friendly. It was sent from a code name called Pixelated. Blast! That's Apollo's alias. The intel is accurate. Ready the men and get the gunships prepped for evac. Make sure the forces that have gone ahead turn around immediately. No exceptions. This battle is about to get rocky. Suddenly, a massive barrage took out all of the clone trooper LA-18 gunships.
Hey, at least there are those like 9 clones alive. Oh,
there would be no turning back.
Oh, God.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's ya boy, Daily Tactics.
Daily Tactics brother on Daily Productions. No. So, episode review. Should I do a clap? Episode review. So, overall, I love this episode. It was amazing. It was like how long was it? The cinematic today? 7 minutes 30 seconds. So that was like pretty good cinematic, if I do say so myself. Probably the longest one, next to. Yeah, I think even the first one wasn't that long. The longest one I know of. But yeah, good video. The Republic did end up winning with probably around 100 men. I remember that. Apollo sent forth like 64 of his security droids, so he kind of chipped in a little. Not that Rico cares. Jesus. Yeah, but Daily talks about in the video how Rico's in a lose-lose situation where it's like, you know, he lost Rex, he lost a lot of money to Apollo, which obviously money hasn't been an issue if you're able to purchase 20 billion clones and feed them and take care of them and just cut down on the clone production a bit. I think you'll be fine. I mean, seriously, you don't need any more clones. Hopefully they turn off the accelerated aging. Can you do that? That would be awesome. So, overall, good episode. Captain Rex is captured. I'd like to see maybe, like, Darth go and say his final goodbye to Rex or something. Then Cody breaks him out and maybe, like, makes a final stand. I'll read that to you in my script that I wrote. It was actually... I'm proud of it, but... yeah. So... remember, comment, rate, subscribe before my phone dies. Tell me what you want to see next. Comment down right now while I'm rambling on. So comment, rate, subscribe. Follow my Instagram at Commander Rico. Link is in the description. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And you're gonna ignore this. You did not see this. I don't know what happened. Am I recording? Yep. Okay. Now you saw my background. Bye.